Hello, my name is Michael Lay. Today is September 10th, 2020, and I would like to read this introduction, this essay I wrote for Introductory Keigo in Japanese. This is going to be called Keigo for Business, a comic reader for Japanese honorifics. Intro. This material is a learning module of the politeness forms, or Keigo, introduced in Japanese the spoken language, Part 1, JSL 1 henceforth, in their typical motivating context of use. Its primary target audience is students who have become familiar with some basic Japanese language, but who are not yet comfortable or confident with choosing and using these indexes of politeness and performing the roles that come with Japanese settings. The module will distinguish the indexes of different kinds of politeness from one another, with a focus on the different contextual parameters that each typically points to. Paired with the animations with audio in the app for this material, the dual coding of associating the sounds with the visual representation, the words spoken with the drawings, would presumably help to strengthen the user's understanding of the performances. Each politeness topic in the module is accompanied by comic-style illustrated panels. That is, each politeness topic is presented in interactional contexts based on selected core conversations, CCs henceforth, and drills in JSL 1. And the interactions are illustrated with comic-style panels. The illustrated contextualization of the dialogues provides a frame for establishing, in that culture, what's going on here, or the pragmatic significance of the performance. The learner may become able to perform the language as and in culture, provided she experiences such performances as conscious repetitions of situated events that are defined by the 5 specified elements. Walker performed culture. 1. Time. 2. Place. 3. Audience. 4. Role. And 5. Script. Beginning learners of Japanese have need of a learning module that focuses on politeness in Japanese. These beginners need to be able to understand and express where they and others stand in relation to one another. It can be confusing in Japanese to understand these relationships because while Japanese predicates are not marked for person or number, people still manage to follow whom is being referred to. The distinctions that speakers make in using or not using Keigo make up a basic resource that helps indicate whom is referred to. Since, as Quinn, 1994, states, structure in language is partly a product of the lived world of human beings. Novice foreign speakers of Japanese need access to these resources if they are going to become able to participate in Japanese language games or performances in the culture. In response to a need to disabuse confusions in how to be polite in Japanese, we have created this learning module in an attempt to address the issues mentioned. Keigo refers to the linguistic resources that Japanese offers for positioning people in social space. Keigo affords the resources to position people in 2 regards, or in 2 dimensions. 1, by how it characterizes the relation between the speaker and addressee, as distal and or spatial or close, and 2, by referring to a person as above or below another person. These 2 dimensions in Japanese social space have been described in terms of 2 axes, one of address, which is horizontal, and one of reference, which is vertical. Bachnick, 1994, Quinn, 1994, Wetzel, 2004. Speakers who are fully socialized in their language are constantly indexing, i.e. deictically referring to the existence and the current situation of a variety of stances, i.e. positioning a referent in social space relative to an assumed anchor or 0 point. With the table thus set, Keigo is introduced as a type of social deixis, a form of deixis, which is contextual usage, in which the speaker is the anchor point, in relation to which other referents are indexed. As a type of deixis, Keigo is used to point to or index the presence of certain meanings in the speaker's current context of communication. Thus, in using Keigo, the speaker undergoes the process of choosing polite language over plain, and beyond that, choosing one kind of polite language over another. Doing so demands an understanding of one's present social context. Stay tuned for more, guys!